hard. We cannot let them steal our joy. We cannot let them steal our joy. That's why I love being in this room with all these women and the men who are supporting these women, because there is joy here. And we've got to make sure that we stay focused on that. And I believe that voters want to see that. They want to see a group of people who aren't just angry, but who love being together. And we want them to want to be part of what we're in, which is fun. And so I'm going to ask y'all to stay focused on that. But we're going everywhere, and we're spending most of our time in the rural communities. And we're pivoting now. Y'all are going to see me 4 more times between now and the election, in Benton County specifically. Benton County is the most important county for us to be able to win. It is the most important county. I need y'all to hear me say that. It's awesome because there is so much headroom here. And so now I do want to talk about the formula, because it's real important that y'all understand the strategy here. So there's 4 parts to this formula on how we're going to win. Number 1, it's just math. So I have a libertarian in the mix. Now you might think, oh, we don't want that competition. In Arkansas, we have a system called plurality. And on a statewide race, if you've got 3 people running, you don't have to get 50% plus 1. You just have to get the most votes.
Right.
In Arkansas, any Democrat's gonna carry 35, 36%. There just are, no matter what. If you work it or not, you're gonna get 35, 36%. That's what we get. We are working it, y'all. We are working it. And so that math is a huge difference maker. And every vote for a libertarian, I'm confident the Democrats are gonna vote for me. I really am. I feel real good about that. And I believe the Democrats are gonna come out. But every vote that the libertarian gets is pulling away from a Republican. So
Yeah.
like 2 votes for me.
Yeah.
And so I want the libertarian to get 10%. I mean, that'd be awesome. Because with 42%, that's really the number.
Yeah.
Then we win handily. And I'll be in that office. Now, what's also important is we've got to remember that the job of the Secretary of State is also set by the legislature. And so when I do win, there is a possibility that when we have our next session, they're gonna try to strip power. What we've gotta do is be ready to referendum that thing.
Yeah.
So we've gotta be organized right now. And no matter if that's the thing we gotta do a referendum around, they're doing all kinds of stuff at the legislative level. And we've gotta be ready to light something up.
Yeah.
Because the people need to be in charge. That is how we hold them accountable when they're not doing what's right at the state capitol. So organizing right now with your group of people is super important. So that's the first part. Libertarians, just math. The second thing we've got to do is get the Democrats out to vote. And I don't mean Democrats that are labeled Democrats. I mean people who traditionally vote Democrat. And because right now it's all mixed up. And most people in Arkansas are registered as optional. They're not registered as a Democrat or Republican because that's the default. So the formula for how we get there is what we call Power of 5. And we're teaching this all across the state. And we're glad to come back and spend some real workshop time on how to do it. There's a worksheet back there that we can send you electronic copies. But I believe this election is all about trust. Everywhere we go, we've got to build trust. And I can't have eyeball-to-eyeball contact with everybody in Benton County. I wish I could, because if I could, I certainly would. And I'm going to touch as many as I can. But the transfer of your trust to your circle of friends is where the magic is.
Yeah.
And so what we talk about is just go do 5 friends. Just go find 5 friends that you know also have 5 friends. So really think about it. And Steve and I are really working right now on our own personal Power of 5, we call it. Because these are your influencers. And when you go talk to your 5 and you say, hey, and this is not just about Kelly, this is about all the races, it's about Hallie, it's about Rob, it's about all your local JP candidates, all the city council seats you're gonna take. But I think we take it back that way. When you transfer your trust to your circle of 5, and then they go to their circle of 5, and how many people are in this room?
25.
25. Help me with the math, babe.
Yeah.
38.
8 in the room.
38.
38. So let's call it 40 for easy math.
Yeah.
So,
You know, max.
add 2 more people, and there's 40 people in the room. And each of you go get 5. What's the math on that?
200.
200. He's the math guy. 200 people. And each of them go get 5,000. And each of them go get 5,000. This is simple math, y'all.
Yeah.
There is so much hope. There is so much hope. It is not that complicated, but it's gotta be eyeball to eyeball, transfer of trust to get our friends out to vote. Because right now, there is too much at stake. And I believe, and I know that I'm a little bit selfish about this, and I'm a little bit biased, but I believe the Secretary of State's office is one of the most important offices that we can hold to retain the people's power.
Yeah.
We have got to have somebody that, in this job that is going to protect and amplify the voice of the people. And that's what I'm running on, is people. And you'll see my theme, people over politics. You'll see regnant populace, the people rule. I am laser focused on that in every single way. And so that is how we do it. And so I'm asking for your help on that. I've got worksheets you can take. I will take my branding off of them if it helps you, and you can make it NWA forward. Because this is how we go do this. And it works, it works. We see it in communities everywhere. And we're teaching this all across the state. Not just to the people that are our age, but to the young people as well. So that's the third piece. So we gotta get Democrats out to vote. There is typically a 30 to 35% drop off between a presidential election and a primary. Yes, a presidential and a midterm. And so we've gotta make sure that we don't allow that to happen. What I looked at on Benton County is that here, the Democrats do pretty good coming out to vote pretty consistently, but in the last election, the Republicans elevated. They brought more people to the table. And so we've got to go get people who are disenfranchised, who are frustrated with politics, who are afraid to talk about it because they're afraid they're gonna make somebody mad. And let's just take the heat out of it. Do it one-on-one. When I'm here, if you want me to come to a barbecue with your friends in your backyard, I am all in. We're doing little meetings like that because that's how we build a grassroots network. And this is one of those things that is truly grassroots. Like, we're gonna come up from the ground and they're not gonna know what hit them. Because we're organizing people. We might not win with the money, and I'd rather win with the people. So that is the plan.
Yeah.
So that, the Democrats is the second piece. The third piece is new voters.
Yeah.
Our goal, and this is a collective goal across all of the candidates, the NAACP, Get Loud, 50,000 new voters to the table. We are on pace to get there. That's a lot, y'all. When I said that out loud at the beginning of this campaign, even my husband, who believes we can do just about anything, he was like, Kelly, 50,000? I was like, I'm gonna say it, because if I don't say it out loud, we'll never get there. And we got some preliminary numbers last week that show that we are well on pace. And as soon as I can validate them, we're gonna share those numbers with you. And the way we're doing that is we're working with organizations everywhere who are focused on civic engagement. And this is not about Democrat and Republican. This is about people to the table. We have a big focus on young people. We have our college kickoff next week on Tuesday, and we've got 47 college students confirmed to come. And we're not teaching, and Steve's so proud of this, I am too. We're not teaching them how to go campaign for Kelly, because this race is about so much more than Kelly. We're teaching them how to organize themselves. Because just like y'all have learned, because many of you grew up fighting for our rights, right? Like, what we're teaching them is how to stand up and build collective power together. Because when enough people gather together, then it's hard to be ignored. And so we're teaching them, gather your people, decide what's important for you, and I sure hope you'll vote for me. But we also want them to organize around data centers, or, there's all kinds of things today that they need to be organizing around that are important to them.